Hey, it's your Wisconsin wine guy, and I'm back again with another wine review. And let me get this back in the view here. All right, so now I like that label. It's a nice label of bear. So this is going to be, in my opinion, an extra special review because there's a connection I'm going to show you. Wait till you see this connection. So now, for those who are new to viewing this video, again, I'm the Wisconsin wine guy. I do wine reviews, and these are wines that you can find in your everyday liquor store, grocery store, and some wine shop shelves. I go through, pick out a couple of bottles, do a review, and a very, very simple system. Double thumbs up, meaning I highly recommend that wine. Thumbs up, meaning, you know what, I recommend that wine. I highly recommend, or I recommend. Three quarters, you know what? I would drink that at a party. I won't turn it away, and I may even keep a couple of bottles on hand for that wine. Halfway, you know what? That's not for me. Get that one out of here. And thumbs down. Well, you know, that's just not working out for me. But it doesn't mean it won't work out for you because these are just my opinions. So now let's get back to the wine. Nice bear. So this is going to be called Baratage from Haraszthy family cellars out of Lodi, Old Vine Zinfandel. So the vines, or the Zinfandel, grapes used for this comes from Lodi, 2016. And here's the most interesting part. I said earlier about a little history lesson and how excited I am. I want you to, Haraszthy is the most important thing here, in my opinion, Haraszthy, because Haraszthy, Augustus Haraszthy, was a Hungarian immigrant who migrated or immigrated to Wisconsin back in 1800s. Can you believe Wisconsin, where I am right now? Wisconsin, 1800s. Well, you know what? He come here, he tried to grow, Cabernet, Chardonnay, Merlot, and we talk 1800s where the snow was like this high, and it was like really, really cold. So you weren't going to grow, the vinifera grapes here in Wisconsin. That just wasn't going to happen. So packed everything up, headed out west, went to California, and going to California, I should say this way. Well, I'm in Wisconsin. West is this way. Headed out west. So he packed everything and went to California, landed in San Francisco, various other areas, dipped and dabbed in many different things, but he still wanted to make wine. So he's accredited with being one of the founders, if not the founder, of the Wisconsin wine industry, and a winery that's well known, that everyone knows the name. When I say it, you're going to know it. Buena Vista Winery out of Sonoma. Wow, mind-blowing. From Wisconsin to California, and for me, back to Wisconsin. Now, coming back to Wisconsin, the site where Augustus Haraszthy wanted to open this winery is still in existence. In fact, there is a winery there now by the name of Wollersheim, spelled with a W. So here's your connection. Wisconsin, Wollersheim is the site. Look it up. California, Buena Vista is the winery he started. They don't own a wine anymore right now. The Haraszthys have their own family line. The Haraszthy family cellars. So they're making their own wines, and this is 6th generation. How cool is that? So that's your history lesson. Now, the reason you're here, let's taste some wine. So I took the liberty of opening this wine, to give it a chance to breathe. We're talking Zinfandel from Lodi, 2016. I'm looking forward to tasting this. See if I'll be transported back in time. Here we go. Take a look at that color. Isn't that beautiful? Now let's get my little white napkin here. So we're talking a little garnet and deep burgundy on this here. Okay, garnet ruby. All right, just say garnet ruby. All right. So on the nose, just passing it from here. On the nose, ooh, I get like a little cherry or maybe cranberry coming across the nose. It's a little spice, like cedar spice. Ooh, wow. So that nose is really nice, all right? So I'm looking forward to the taste. You know how I feel about taste. 2-step process. First taste is the rinse. Acidity, red or white, most important to me. Those who follow know how I feel about that. If the wine is flat, it goes nowhere with me. So here we go. Here's the rinse. All right. So with rinsing, I get a chance to have the wine just take over my entire mouth. not just my palate, my tongue, my entire mouth. So I get the tannin feel, I get a nice spread across, I get all this flavor, you know, from the wine, and I get that retro effect, you know, what's happening after I swallow. All right, so that was the rinse. Acidity is nice, so medium on acidity. So it's not flat, it's not flabby, it's just very nice, very bright, you know, very interesting. For 2016, well, it's only 4 years old, but still. Now for the actual taste. Now, that nose. Let's get that. If I can do the close up. Close up is going to be plum. Still that cedar spice, but more plum and cedar spice going on here on the nose. All right. Now the taste, plummy on the taste. Not as we think about. I think about Zinfandels, you know, from the 90s. We're talking 16% alcohol, you know, 15, 16% alcohol, you know, like very big, bold Zinfandels. We're not getting that here. That 13.8, it's more, you know, not because of the alcohol, but it's more of like a medium-bodied feel on the palate here, you know. So it's not going to be like that very dense, jammy. And it's not jammy. It's not jammy and grapey. It's not going to be that either. So nice medium-bodied, you know, where it's like kind of, I don't want to say elevated, but where let the expressions come out. So it's not going to be deep, jammy fruit going on here, okay? But the fruit is there. Now, let's give it another taste here. All right, so here's what we got. Plum, spice, cedar or wood, which probably make like new wood, you know, just like subtle ash notes here exist. You know, that aftertaste is, if you like the taste of the barrel, that's your aftertaste blended with fruit. Okay, that's what I get here. You know, which seems to accentuate the tannins. All right, so right away, something hearty, robust. Most would say steak. You know, and in this case, I'm going to say a steak. Or burger off the grill, okay? Something hearty and robust, I think, is going to really showcase this wine. So let me pour a little bit more in here and then give you my opinion on what I think. Time for the grade. All right, here we go. Now, times have changed. And I'm sure there's some Zinfandels out there that still have the old school style, you know, from the 90s, 80s, more like the 90s, early 2000s, the big, jammy, robust type Zinfandels. But this is a little bit more laid back, you know. If you akin to the the taste of the wood and the spice, you know, blended with the fruit, this is your Zinfandel. If not, this is your Zinfandel. It's not going to have that jammy, you know, almost like sweet taste to it. That's not here, which is typical from a lot of the wine Zinfandels from Lodi, but that's not here, okay? So, Wisconsin wine guy is going to give the Beritage from Haraszthy Family Vineyards 2016 Old Vine Zinfandel a 3/4. 3/4, you know? I mean, this is 4 years old. I would like to sit on some of this and see what's going to happen. You know, 3/4, again, I totally would have this with something robust. Old vine makes me think of 40, 50-year-old vines, you know. So a different direction for Zinfandel, but drinkable. But, again, as I said, if you the kind of person that want to taste that wood or new wood, you know, and maybe even some chips in here, who knows? But if you want to taste that new wood feel or cedar type taste blended in with your fruit, this is the wine for you. So 3/4, I enjoy it. I would drink it, and I probably would put some on the side. And I got to see if I got a steak in the refrigerator. If not, I got to go to the store and get a steak and see what I can get out of this. So it's your Wisconsin wine guy again. 2016 Haraszthy Beritage is going to get a 3/4. Here's the history. Don't forget. Wisconsin, Vollsheim, Sonoma, California, Buena Vista, Augustus Haraszthy or Haraszthy Family Vineyards. Check it out. As always, let your palate be the guide. See you next time. Ciao.